Hey guys, welcome back to the Bushcraft shelter and to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate all the views and comments on the shelter build so far. So I'm up here today, kind of been going through some ideas since I was last up here, um, about some additions to the shelter on the two sides, about maybe putting in a little kind of fence slash wall style on each side of it to kind of frame in the camp some more. So I've come up here and I've gathered up a bunch of deadfall and stuff like that that I've been using for the rest of the shelter. So I'm going to use that for these walls. So today's going to be some addition work and just hanging out up here for the afternoon and working on this. I've had a blast building this shelter. So the last shelter video was the completion of the main build. But I immediately started kicking around some ideas for adding on to it, and I wanted to, just for fun, just to kind of build the camp out and make it a little bit more of a structure, put in these walls. So that's what I'm up here today doing. Like I said, I've already tried to do a good bit of the hard part, going up into some woods further in up here and getting some deadfall outside of where I've been gathering here, because I've used up a lot of the real good sized pieces close to me. So I've already gathered that. That stuff is piled up right back over there, and that is going to be at least a start. I hope once I get them kind of cut to size and figure out what lengths I'm going to need, hoping I can get a good bit of the walls completed just out of what I've gathered so far. Another really hot day up here. I think it's around 100 degrees. I am thankfully shaded in these woods a good bit, but the heat and humidity are still sky high today. So it is a warm one, so we're just going to kind of take it easy and have fun building on this. I'm still trying to get it completed and set up so that I can do an overnighter up here really soon. Today is kind of wanting to come up and get this last bit of project done before I do the overnighter. So I promise there is an overnighter coming up soon, especially when I can kind of get a break from some of these high heat temperatures, and it's staying really hot and humid at night. So I want to be able to do a fire and enjoy it when I come up here and do the overnighter. So again, that's coming up soon. So got those pieces. I'm going to get an idea of what size I need, what length I'm going to need for each to connect to the corner of the A-frame to the wall here. Pretty much same tools that I brought last time. I've got my just Gerber 24-inch axe that I brought. Use this for pounding stakes for the walls. That's why I decided to go with this one, because I figured I was going to be doing that some more today. So I've got that. I've got my silky saw in my pack, but not going to be anything all that major. Axe and saw is really all I need today for what I'm working on. I'm going to section these up. You can't see it on camera, but right here, I brought over a good size thick piece of deadfall, so I finally have kind of a chopping block area, so I'm not trying to cut stuff on the ground and damage the blade of the axe if I miss and hit a rock in the soil or something like that. But that's up here. Checked on it today. Everything looks good. I think some kind of animal must be messing around it when I'm not here, because there's always a place in the very back corner where some of the lean-to stuff is like kicked off, and like a section like this big for something to get out. So I was really happy. Nothing more than just cleaning that up a little bit, but camp's holding up. Stuff's good and dried out now since it's up off the ground. I'm really happy that it's kind of shaping up and kind of seasoning and drying out, so that hopefully this stuff will last for a good while. I by no means think this is going to be a shelter that lasts forever, but you know, I want to get several camps out of it, get some good videos of coming up here and camping out at it. So hopefully it is in a good position to hold up for a while. I tried to pick material that looked like it was pretty sturdy and going to hold up, so very excited about that. The wall's holding up well. I did install a couple new stakes today on the center of the wall. These pieces are not all quite one length to run across, so there's a few places where there's some pieces that are just a little bit short, crisscrossed in there. So I did the center stakes on that so that those pieces aren't falling out and I don't have any kind of like shifting of the wall over time and it fall apart. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started on sectioning this up, figure out this side first and then that side, and kind of go from there on what I'm gonna need for lengths. Also, I'm playing around with some new settings on the camera. It looks good on the viewfinder here, but if the video looks different than normal, I'm gonna see how this goes when I look at it on the computer and kind of get an idea how colors and brightness and all that's looking. But if you notice the video looks a little bit different than normal, a lot of times I've just been, well, all of the videos on this camera and the other camera, I've thrown it in auto and used the camera's built-in settings to film. But I've been researching some better camera settings for video on this new Canon 80D that I have, to try to kind of customize the look of it a little more, and instead of just depending on the camera to kind of auto set defaults for all that kind of stuff. So playing around with like sharpness and saturation, contrast and all that to kind of get the videos a little bit more of the look and style I want for shooting out here. So that's another thing I'm trying out today. Like I said, I'll get a better idea of it when I post it up. If it doesn't look like I want, we'll just try again next time and figure out some better settings. But I am playing around with those to try to get videos more formatted to the look I want for outdoor YouTube videos. So I'm going to jump on this and see how much I can get done today on these walls. Like I said, that's pretty much the only goal for today, is to get that finished out. And once I do that, hopefully next trip can be a overnighter. Like I said, I'm really hoping to get a break from this sweltering hot days, because it makes making a fire just kind of miserable. So that should be coming up soon. I'm especially looking forward to fall up here and doing some fall camping. That's my favorite time of year to get out and to go camping. So I'm really excited and kind of getting all these projects done. So this is ready for some fall camps. But I'm gonna jump in on this. Okay, so that's really lucky. The first piece I grabbed of deadfall I brought down, and this happens to be from the end here to this end, is exactly pretty much the length I need to do this wall right here. So that at least gives me the outline for that. So I'm just going to kind of come out diagonally here to this end of the wall by the fire pit, and then do the same thing on the other side. So I kind of have a almost like V coming out from the A-frame, so that I have camp area framed out, can still get to the fire pit and move around inside the camp, and it not be too, I don't want to enclose it too much and it get like too tight and can't move around in there, can't add projects in the future. Alright, so I've got kind of the two sides laid in, so I know what lengths I need. I'm going to go ahead and go cut some stakes real quick so that I can give these walls support and stack stuff up. Alright guys, I got my pieces cut to length for some stakes. Just gonna put two up here towards the A-frame and one on the outside here, because this wall will serve as the other side of the support down here. Okay, there's that side done. And then I'm just gonna move over to this side and do the same thing. Okay, so there's all the stakes in place, and those supports will work just fine for the wall. So, give you a little bit different view. So we've got 2 supports up by each side of the A-frame, and then 1 support on both of these ends here. So that way, hopefully I can use the existing wall here to go ahead and be my other support. So hopefully walls are all ready to go up. They are, the pieces are here. I've just got to cut them to length. So I've got to see what I've got as far as lengths for these 2 sides. Alright guys, I'm going to get one more piece for this side. The pieces I have left are not quite long enough. So I'm going to grab that. I don't want to make these too tall because I want to be able to just step over into the camp. So probably going to do one more piece on this side. Kind of look at it and get a feel for it, and that'd probably be about it. So I'm going to go find something to work in this spot and show you what it looks like. Alright guys, so I've gotten some more work done on it. The far side over there is done. That's as tall as it's going to be. You can still step in and out, and it's a good height. And I filled in a couple pieces. I'll show you. Back over towards the A-frame. You see these pieces right here. Added that in, I just filled in a little gap. And then I filled in here, cut a piece to size to close in the gap down there. Not really a gap, but it's got some uneven spots where the reflector wall stops and that runs past it. So I just went ahead and filled that in so that it's kind of nice and tight. And I've got to finish off this side here closest to me. That's what I'm working on now. Just trying to get it set up. You guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so that shows it pretty well right there. So just one second, there we go. I'm just trying to set the ISO up a little bit so it's a little bit brighter for you guys. So this is the side I'm working on now, and this angle shows you framing in the campsite. So I'm going to go in. The problem I'm running into is I'm not finding a lot of real good straight stuff, so I've got some gaps that I'm just going to piece stuff in, kind of wedge in there. Nothing major. It'll just be kind of stuff to fill in those little gaps. And I got this piece right here. Let's see if I can get 2 lengths out of it. So I need 2 more pieces for this side. I think I'm only going to get 1 out of this one. Alright, there's a length there, and then I just need to find 1 more piece on top of that, and we'll be done on this side as well. Alright, I'll be back. I'll see if I can find 1 more piece. Alright guys, got the last piece on this side, so both walls are about the same height. That's going to finish it out there. I'm just going to use some paracord to tie this off, and that'll be it pretty much for the additions today. I'm going to try to cut to fit a few things in these little gaps, but the main bit of what I wanted to get done today is finished. So I just wanted to record and show you guys this addition to the camp, because I got to thinking about it the last time I was out here last week after I worked on it. So really glad I decided to do it, because I like the way it's kind of brought the front of the camp together. Alright guys, that is gonna about do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys that have tuned in on these last few videos. And to all my subscribers, thank you guys so much. Any new subscribers, welcome. I really appreciate all you guys that watch and subscribe and comment and leave likes. It means a lot to me, so keep those coming. Again, comment down below anything you'd like to see. If you'd like to see something different from the Bushcraft camp next video. If you want to see gear or anything like that, just let me know. Let me know how you guys like this one. And like I said, hopefully overnight are coming up soon when I get a break from work and some of this heat. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, it might be a couple more weeks before I get up here again. So just stay tuned. There's more videos coming. I've got hopefully some time coming up pretty soon that I'm going to be able to get out and film some more. So just watch out for that. Again, really appreciate you guys watching. My name is Chris, and this is Viking Bushcraft and Survival. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care. I know I ended the video, guys, but I realized I didn't really even take you around and show you much of what the finished product looks like. So just a little addition here at the end. This is the camp built. Wall on this side, A-frame, and then inside, so you got plenty of room. Might do like a little table. Got my fire pit. But I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of a walk around of it, show you a little bit of the camp from different angles. But that's it, finished out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.